So there is our start list. We've got a full complement of 12 women. First 10 on this page. We'll see the next 2 on the subsequent page. Rojas, you can see there, world number 1. Thea Lafond there, world number 5. And a lot of familiar faces. 7 of these women made the last World Championship 3 years ago. Well, those are the 3 medals, this 12-woman field. To get. And the stadium announcer is doing my job for me. Malika Smith from Jamaica was first.
From the Dominican Republic,
was Christina Maleka of Finland. Ana Jose Tima, Dominican Republic.
We welcome from Jamaica, 3 times a world finalist,
Kimberly Williams from Jamaica. This is her 7th appearance in a World Championship. A record in the women's triple jump. She's made 4 of these finals.
Let's welcome from the USA, a world indoor finalist,
Tori Franklin. We just saw Perez Hernandez just before that.
We welcome from Dominica, the world number 5
Thea
this
Lafond
year.
of Dominica.
From Ukraine, a world championship silver
From the
medalist
Ukraine,
in the long
Maria
jump,
Bekh-Romanchuk. Always been more widely known as a long jumper. She's holding her own in the triple jump this year. Sharika Ricketts, one of a strong trio of women from Jamaica to make this final. Ketura Orji of the USA. 2 American women to make this final.
From Portugal, Olympic silver last year in Tokyo, Patricia Mamona.
And from Portugal, Patricia Mamoma.
And we welcome from Venezuela, the world record holder, 2-time Olympic
well, we can see why the organisers have decided to leave this athlete till the very last competitor to be announced. The world indoor and world outdoor record holder. Will she get another one this evening here in Hayward Field? Yumila Rojas of Venezuela. Rojas then. She is up for this early in this competition. Asking the crowd for their support. She starts number 2 on the start order. Significantly, she was number 2 in Tokyo on the start order there. She took that title. She took it in a world record. What are we going to see in this World Championship final? Well, she kind of said, you know what? It was a steady start. It was a green flag. It was nice and controlled. But that step, that is the weakness. If you can say Rojas, being the greatest female triple jumper ever, has got any weaknesses. Unbelievable to think she still has things that she can work on. And a steady start, but 14m60. There's not actually that many women in the world who have gone in excess of that. Tori Franklin, 2nd in the US National Championships this year. Made this final 3 years ago in Doha. She was 9th on that occasion. Well, that was huge, but it did look like a foul to me. Let's have a look. Oh, my goodness. What has Tori Franklin done in the first round? Well, Well, she's got a season's best of 14:59. Not the tidiest of jumpers, but she uses so much speed, so much power, doesn't she? And she got a long way out into the pit there. What has she produced? Well, 14:53, just 6 centimetres short of her season's best. Ricketts then of Jamaica. She came out really hot in qualification. 14:46 first round. She was out there a matter of minutes, and she could pack her kit bag up. She has gone out all the way to 14:98. That came last year. What can Ricketts do first round? Well, that is huge. Well, just studying her face there. I'm really looking to that right-hand corner, looking at that graphic. It looked a valid jump from what I could see. Well, I think she could have produced something quite remarkable here. Can it challenge Rojas's 14:60? I think it can. It looked really close to 15 meters to me in the naked eye. Let's have a look. Well, there we go, the graphic. World lead, 14:89. Well, maybe Shakina Ricketts knows something that I don't know. I thought she would have been celebrating. That's the second furthest jump of her career. Patricia Momoma then of Portugal, ranked world number 3. That is nice. Well, I think we've just been spoiled with what we've just seen Ricketts produce. If all of these women didn't already know it, we've got a real competition on. We're expecting Rojas to dominate this one. But Ricketts with that 14:89, could she have already secured herself a medal in this first round? Momoma, 14:25. Ketura Orji then from the US. 7th last time at the World Championships. Really, really low. She's one of the smallest competitors height-wise in this competition. We talked about Michaela being 6'1". Rojas is 6'4". That's 1.93 m. Perez Hernandez from Cuba. She's gone out to 14.58 m, which is a personal best this year in Spain. Just 20 years of age. Asking the crowd to get behind her. Well, you saw her just shorten her stride there as she approached the takeoff. She did a little bit of a check those last couple of steps. That would have certainly halted her momentum a little bit. You can actually see her eyes went all the way down to the floor. She was watching her feet. What has the 20-year-old done? Well, 14.40 m. Not too far shy of a personal best. Thea Lafond from Dominica, world ranking number 5. She set a personal best this year indoors, 14.62 m. If she can replicate that, that's around about the distance Rojas went out to on her first round. Well, I'm just going to halt proceedings there because I was thinking, surely not, no. That was huge, but how much of a foul was that? Here we go, let's have a look at that board. Well, she was half a foot, 3/4 of a foot over that. But what was so impressive about Lafond was that step phase. Yeah, 9 centimeters over the board there. That step phase was absolutely huge. Rojas then. Very early stages of this competition, of course, but we're not used to seeing her not being in pole position right from the very start. 14.89 from Ricketts. Rojas, 14.90 or more. That's what it's going to take to get back to the top of the leaderboard. Such a show woman, asking the crowd to get behind her. That is huge. And it's the green flag. Well, every time this woman takes to the triple jump runway, we expect great things. And she has shown that once and once again. There will only be Rojas going in excess of that distance this evening. That will be the world title wrapped up, I'm pretty sure of that. And there we go. She regains her world lead, 50 meters 47, one of the furthest distances in history. Tori Franklin, she's such a scholar of this event. Been watching some videos online. She's done lots of tutorials. Really helpful if you're a younger athlete watching this. She makes a lot of sense in those tutorials. Here we go. Tori Franklin, round 2. What can she do? Well, it was 14.53 in that first round. She gets the green flag. She means business, doesn't she? So focused. She uses that single arm shift. Look at that, she's just hanging in the air, extending those legs, trying to get those vital few centimeters. At 14.45, she's backing these jumps up. Well, Shanika Ricketts, she's come into this competition absolutely firing. 14.89 and hardly even broke a smile after that first attempt. She was 4th in Tokyo last year. Look at her face, look how concentrated she is. She wants the support, but she wants to focus on a jump. Can Ricketts get in excess of 15 meters for the first time in her career? Oh, she's close again. Well, it's a green flag. And that is certainly helping her cement that second place so far. Look at all of those phases, so controlled. No weakness in the middle. 14.86. Katora Orji of the US. Only 13.47 that first round. Two-time Olympian. 4th in Rio, 7th in Tokyo. Here she goes, second round. Well, she is so quick on that runway, isn't she? She uses all of that speed. That was a valid jump. That is going to move Orji up significantly up this leaderboard. Really well measured jump. Really using those arms. Again, a great angle to see this. Look at that leg shoot at the end. Well, she's smiling. And that's why 14.49. She moves up 5 positions from 9th position into 4th. Yulimar Rojas then. 15.47 in the second round. She is up for this, isn't she, this evening? 15.74 is the world record. She set that in Belgrade. .28 centimetres will do it. That would be the distance we need for a new world record. Rojas then, 3rd round. Well, again, in excess of 15 metres. She makes it look so easy. She's saying, I was reaching for it. And this is what happens, isn't it? When you know you're in amazing shape. Look at that concentration as she takes off. All 6'4" of her. I actually thought that step phase was much better. But you just see she gets so much momentum, she almost has to cut that 3rd phase really short. 15 metres 24. Ricketts then, she's been the picture of concentration throughout this. Put together 2 amazing jumps. She's putting together a great series here. 14.89, 14.86. The win reading on both of those was plus 1.7 and plus 1.4. So very, very minimal wind here in the stadium this evening. Here she goes, Ricketts, 3rd round. Well, that wasn't as far as the first 2. It was another valid jump. Just look at that, she doesn't even need to look down, she just knows exactly where she should be on the board. This is hours and hours of practice. Just being able to sight, feel the rhythm. Oh, look at that. Just 1 centimetre to spur. That is perfection. Thea Lafont then. She was 4th in that World Indoor Championship final. She needs to find all of that form and more to get 3 more jumps. Come on, Thea Lafont, what have you got? Well, is that a green flag? Is that valid? Oh, and it is. Well, that looks like it should be enough. She's mad with herself. Why have I put myself in this position? I'm so much better than this. Just really gave everything to that one. And in contrast to Orji, you can see how much speed, how much height she gets. Woo! And that was really one of those jumps of perfection, just 2 centimetres to spur. What has she produced?
Very, very
well. 14.43, 6th position. Lafont has saved her best to the 3rd round. She will carry on in this competition. Perez Hernandez then of Cuba already sailed out to 14.70, personal best in the 2nd. That one looked like a foul to me. Let's have a look. We wait for her to exit the pit. Oh. Well, I should pay closer attention. A good job I'm not on flag duty. Let's have another look. So much height, so much trajectory. Really nice 3 phases there. She controls that step really nicely. Some of the women here this evening have really struggled on that tricky middle phase. And again, backing that up, 14.54. What a great series this young woman is putting together. So Ricketts, 14.89, 14.86. She was half a metre short of that, 14.37 on the third. Can she approach 15 metres for the first time in her career? Well, not to be in the 4th round. But Ricketts is putting a really good series of jumps together. Four jumps, 4 valid attempts. Look at that hang phase. You can be forgiven thinking she was in the long jump. Such is the time she spends in the air. 14.40. That's her 3rd best attempt this evening. Okay, Rojas, the pride of Venezuela. One of the most dominant athletes in the world at the moment. Probably count on one hand how many athletes in the world are so dominant in their event. Loves representing her country and giving back. Here she goes, Rojas in the 4th round. Well, that was huge, but don't get excited. I'm sure that was a red flag. She thought she got out to 16 metres, didn't she? Well, let's have another look at that in a moment. She's having a look at it. How far over was she? 12 centimetres. She has got that 16 metres in a locker, hasn't she? Round 4 completed. And Patricia Mamona of Portugal will get proceedings underway in the 5th. Well, Mamona looking to improve on 14.25, and you know what? I think she could have done that with that one. She won't move up the leaderboard very much. Kimberly Williams is in 7th place, 14.29. On second look, it looks there or thereabouts again. 14.25, a foul, 14.19. Just looking up to see what that's come at as 14.29. Tori Franklin, you've just got a sense if she can put it all together, she's got a big jump in there. And I think she's going to be pleased with that one, no? Well, body language is everything, isn't it? It is a green flag. And I'm just looking, her best is 14.53. I don't think it's in excess of 14.70, but it's there or thereabouts what she's already jumped today. Certainly 14.5 metres or so. Look at that leg shoot at the end. Maximum commitment. Oh, and it's 14.72. She has snatched the bronze medal away from this young woman at the moment. Perez Hernandez. Well, she's already gone out to a career best. 14.70. Tori Franklin has just produced one of the most significant jumps of her career at a crucial time. 14.72. Perez Hernandez, how can she respond to that one? Well, that's not as far. It is a valid attempt. Oh, it's so cruel, isn't it, sport at times? You think you've bagged yourself a medal. You've done a career best jump. And then somebody late on in the competition comes and snatches it away from you. And how do you respond to that? Well, Perez Hernandez responded really well. 14.58. Thea Lafond then. Her best is that third attempt, 14.43. Needs 7 centimetres to move up one position. She'll want to move up a few more than that. Not had the best time of it out here this evening. Really battled away through the field, but that was a valid jump. So could that challenge her 14.43? Really extended, didn't she, on that step phase towards the end of that. Held it together for the jump phase. But she's still saying no, no, no. Well, it was an improvement. She has moved up one position, 14.56. And Orji, can she respond to that? She's just been knocked down one position by Lafond. Well, it looked a valid jump, but it didn't have the distance, did it? Ketura Orji, she will finish the World Championship final in 6th position. That is one better than her finish position in Doha at the last World Championships. Racking up plenty of championship experience now. But Ricketts, she is guaranteed at least the silver medal. Rojas still sitting pretty. She's kind of sat sideways, not really watching Ricketts' attempt here. Wonder whether she's actually thinking, let's see what Ricketts can do, or is she just in her own world? Is she just trying to visualise what she wants to do in her last attempt? And Ricketts, she can enjoy this jump. Guaranteed a silver medal now. 14.89, 14.86. 5 valid attempts so far. And I think that was a 6th valid one. Well, she smiles and she acknowledges the crowd. A real knowledgeable crowd have gathered around that pit. And indeed, an athlete who has got 6 valid jumps. Very, very rare when you're operating at these sorts of standards. 14.89, 14.86, 14.37, 14.40. What was that one? 14.62 and 14.80. What a jump to end on. And there is Tori Franklin celebrating that medal. Well, that will mean the world to her, to do it in front of a home crowd. Rojas, she says, this is what I'm going to do. This is how you do it. The whole of this stadium have got her eyes now on Yumila Rojas, the Venezuelan world and Olympic champion. She has just added a third straight world title to her CV. How far can Rojas go? Her last attempt. That was huge, but I'm presuming that was a foul. And she now begins to celebrate. Oh, it is a green flag. Well, I'm trying to read her body language. She didn't look happy with it. Rips the number off. Well, she's probably the only woman in the world who would not be happy with that jump. 14.39. It is her second best jump of the competition. And just that series that she puts together. 14.47, 15.47 even, 15.24. 15.39. Well, it is a world-leading jump. It is another gold medal for Rojas. It's a first medal. It's a bronze medal for Tori Franklin. And these instant medal moments, I'm really enjoying these. The medals are placed right next to the athletes. They can see what they're trying to thrash out. Shanika Ricketts there, season's best at the most important time of the season, 14.89. So here is the full result. These are our medalists: Rojas, Ricketts and Franklin. World lead, season's best, and Perez Hernandez, a personal best there for fourth position, agonising 2 centimetres short of that medal.